What's up, guys? What's up, folks? All right, I'm just gonna do a little bit of this tonight. How you guys doing? Everything's good. God is good to me. God is way better to me than I deserve. It's dope already, huh? All right, cool. And so I've been working on this thing today. I just kind of worked on it a little bit at lunchtime and a little bit later on while I was at home. So I just want to kind of like pull it all together, maybe with some ink. I'm going to start with Akuma tonight. I'm not going to do this very long. I'm just going to do this quickly so I can, or I'm not going to finish it quickly, but I'm going to do a short video tonight because I got some work to do. So I'm not going to be paying a lot of attention. I apologize up front if you guys don't mind. I want to do some of this and get it going. Let me see here. I'm going to just kind of talk my way through this. I'm using my Pentel pocket brush pen to ink Akuma. I'm not really not necessarily an inker. There's a lot that I don't know about the craft, but the more I do it, the more I learn. And pretty much it's about knowing how to draw. If you can draw, you can ink. But as I said, there are techniques that I probably don't take advantage of. Awesome. Let's see. I'm put on some music, guys. Hold on while I do this very quick. And I'm going to put here. Let's see. This is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite music here. All right. This is not Thundercats. This is Street Fighter. My desk is ultra messy. My wife probably hates me right now with all this stuff, but productivity is more important to me than cleanliness at this point in my life. Is this my career? Sort of, I guess. I'm an art director and an illustrator, and got some work I've published with DC Comics and doing some side projects with various companies right now. problem with inking with a brush is I sometimes get caught up in these details and I don't think about faster techniques I can use to bolden some of this up. Maybe a lot of it's under non-disclosure agreements and just particulars in my contract, so can't do too much discussion. What's up, Reno? Hadouken. This is kind of how I like to draw. This is they call this my jerkmonger style at work. It is preferable to me, especially because it's more of my genuine aesthetic to drawing this sort of thing. But, sometimes I try to draw commercially and it doesn't always come out so well. So I just need to kind of release some creative energy, if you will, today, working on this in the way that I'm doing it, the style that I've chosen. I feel like this is very inspired by Joe Madureira. He's been a really huge influence on me over the last 10 or so years. Hell, longer than that, really. I don't want to really screw this up too much, so I'm taking my time with it, going really slow. But I'm going to do this very simple, small stages. I'm not going to try to execute too much tonight. I got some work I got to wrap up, but I also don't want to rush it. I have a tendency to try to jam on something and maybe take I just did actually pledge some money to the Kickstarter for Battle Chasers. I just did tonight. Super excited about that. But I just found that out tonight that it went live, so this came out. It just happened to be coincidental that I did this thing earlier. Am I doing any more work for DC? Not currently, not right now. I'm working on a couple of other things. Another big name company. Let you guys guess at that. Yeah, man. I gotta say, the Kickstarter, it's worth it. I'm sure. If you're an art collector, I'm sure that's why they're thinking to get some money out of us for their project for Joe Mad Sketches. But man, it is high priced. I ended up with the $40 one. I couldn't afford much more than that. Just enough to get the digital art book. That's really what I wanted. But the art book came at a higher level, physical copy, and I was a little disappointed in that. But what are you gonna do? That's the nature. I would pay too. I just wish I had the money for it. I don't. Why do you think I'm working so late? Because I'm busted. The blue pencil does scan. I have to remove it in Photoshop when I scan this in. I wasn't going to ink this. I was just going to leave it as a pencil. In fact, I wasn't going to do anything with this, actually. Yeah, no, man. I'm actually trying to save up some money for a tablet. I think I'm going to go with the Yanova 22 version 3, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'd rather save some money for a tool that's going to really help me immediately than just indulge in some geometric goodness. Although there's something wrong with that, to be sure. What Hulkhead sketch? You saw a lot of your original art like this, or do you keep them for prints? My stuff is, if it's not a commission, it's always for sale. I don't have anything that's not. I mean, the stuff you see that I do here, if I'm just doing a quick something or other, you know, you guys are welcome to. You guys are welcome to ask if you want to purchase it or contact me. It looks like it's a good tablet. I saw Friendon did a review on it. Ray Friendon. I think it's Ray Friendon. I hope I said that right. Yeah, it's been getting good reviews. My friend Crystal Bambuda, she just got one. She got the 19-inch, and she's really happy with it. She's really happy with it. There's some, you have to. Only problem is I have to get rid of all my drivers for Wacom, whatever you want to call it. But that's okay, because I have to change my drivers up anyway when I'm using a Bamboo or a Pro, so it's kind of the same difference. Don't have to get rid of them, but I certainly would. Yeah, they're kind of overpriced, frankly. But that's their product; they can do whatever they want with it. Let's see. I'm kind of using the one of the benefits to this brush is it gives you, when you're using it fast, you get a nice sumi effect. Not right now actually, but it gets a little dry brush stuff going. Cintiq is way too expensive, and to be honest, it's funny how you want to make money, but they make it so hard. I guess because they figure you're going to make money on the tablet, so they might as well charge you for upfront, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure that's the thinking. Or they could just make money on it anyway because people want it. It's supply and demand. But my concern with all that is it gets so hard that I can't even afford it. It's like the Photoshop programs and stuff. I got that clip, whatever it is, for Manga Studio. Really dirt cheap. I thought that was a great price. Only the scary thing is I hate having stuff on my hard drive. I rather have physical copies of stuff. I hate the cloud. I hate all that nonsense. It just takes one hack and then everything's gone. Let's see. What was that, man? Oh shit. Sorry. That's the downside. See? Knew it, man. Hold on. Still fresh. Nah, not fresh enough. Gotta be real careful with this. Sometimes when the ink is still a little moist, you can still do a little bit of editing with an eraser, believe it or not. I worked on a cover with I think it was that Batman cover you guys. Whenever you're ready to sell me actual photographs, my body will be ready. Your body? You have to prepare yourself like in a religious fashion. Alright. How long have I been on right now? Does anybody know how long? Holy Akuma. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'm really hoping, for my next projects, I want to do something other than digital. Maybe when I get the tablet, the Unova, it'll change, but I get these great lines and with the brush, and I think I prefer that in my work. Sorry, that's my wallet. Let's move stuff around. And I feel like I haven't been able to really show that part of my work in my comic book work yet. And I think this is much more appealing. It's at least more fun for me to work on it than the digital stuff I've been doing. So I guess it all depends. See, I messed up this here. I'm using the, what's it called? The gooseneck, whatever. I bought the one you got. I think, I don't know. Gooseneck, something or other. It's on Amazon, $15. Just use digital. Yeah, I know. I intended to do that, but the deadlines they've been putting me on have been so fast that they don't give me the chance to do this, and I would love to just really dig deep. I feel like that might be holding me back a little bit, but we'll see. And this, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm really liking this drawing. I'm real happy with it. Let's see. So the deadlines have been tough, man, and I'm just, hey whiz. Don't give me a chance to really show what I can do. Like this stuff right here, I think would make for good comic books. It's funny because I was like, man, I was watching that video about Jim Lee on YouTube. The one about how, I think Carlin says something about that there's an artist every generation that comes along that influences and inspires, and he was commenting how Jim Lee is one of those guys, and I agree. He definitely had a huge impact on this industry, but then I was thinking, man, guys like Joe Madureira certainly have as well, and yet he doesn't get a lot of attention anymore because he's been so infrequent with his work. For whatever reasons that he's chosen to be more involved in gaming, which is perfectly acceptable. He doesn't owe anything to me, but I hope that my work will have that kind of appeal to some degree. That it will, but right now it's a little derivative. Although this is pretty. Man, some good. I like to call this big and juicy. Some big and juicy lines up in here. All right. think I'm gonna stop with the ear after I'm done. I was watching Sergio Carello do some stuff on YouTube tonight too, with his pen nibs. I thought that was pretty cool. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. These days I need to hear it too, because I've been hustling, staying up late, but I feel like the reward is minimal, so God willing, it'll all come around. Are you guys getting anything out of this as far as like anything educational? I hope that's at least that for you guys. I appreciate you guys spending time with me every night whenever I do these. Motivation, good. I mean, that's reward enough, I'll be honest. God knows that the Lord took me tonight. Aside from my time with my family, my children, my wife, I would be very proud of the fact that I was able to help at least one of you guys out there get some courage and strengthen yourself for the projects you wanna go after. I hope that to some degree or another I've provided some example of it's never too late to try to accomplish anything. It's a little late right now in the night, but there's so much that God has blessed me with, and I feel like this is one of the things I can do this Periscope thing has been really a blessing for me to share in the way that I can share. I gotta thank Steven Sanchez for making me self-conscious about my voice. I feel like it's the Quiet Storm on 98.7 KISS, or on WBLS. That's what it is. That's when I was a kid. Different pen for this. This is, or rather, a pencil. I didn't use my traditional erasable ones. I went ahead and bought a mechanical pencil with the refillable leads, blue, from Pentel. I guess finally I let Eric Canetti affect me that way. I said, that's nice and portable. Don't have to sharpen it as much. Just got one of these napkins here. Can you guys still see all that? It's kind of low. I said I was going to stop with the ear now. Oh man, stupid me. Again, see, I'm going into the zone, y'all. Anyway. Sanchez in the mornings, yeah. He's the morning radio show. He's the crazy morning disc jockey. I love him. That's cool. I'll be the Quiet Storm. He'll be the morning radio. David Letterman. Maybe. Oh man. This is gonna make a nice print. That's why I want to take my time with it. I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to just cruise too much on anything. I want my lines to be a little tighter than usual. Again, I wasn't even sure I was gonna do a print, but why not? This is my most high-tech tool right here. The napkin. I feel like I need some more love up here in the eyes area. I feel like it doesn't have the full jerkmonger effect. The nice dark and set eyes. Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very cool. I've never been compared to Alvin Lee. Is it just because he does Street Fighter stuff, or that's probably what it is? I don't do much Street Fighter, anything. Manliest looking dudes. I love Otley. He's one of my big time influences. That is undeniable. I don't know if it's in my work or not, but it definitely is. He's one of the guys I refer to quite often in my collection. I look for his work all the time to give me solutions when I'm kind of feel a little stumped. He draws so much, and all of it is like the good stuff to draw, and he knows how to leave things out, which is I appreciate. I don't know if it's because I'm lazy or not, but one of the things that kept me away from comics for so long was drawing buildings and trucks and blah blah blah, blah blah, whatever. But I really appreciate how he's got he's detailed as hell, but it's still the right detail, which I really like. So I don't mind drawing. I just want to make sure it's the right stuff to draw. Some guys like to draw all the shell casings and like, you can have that. Some artists I won't name, but it's not that fun. Some of those guys, yeah, can take my money. Some of them. Earthquake. Sorry. I'm making a mess out of that. One of my favorite guys is Ivan Reis. Reis? I'm not sure how to say his name. I know it ain't Rice. I swear that's what we say, but it ain't Rice. can't be that simple. He's a big influence on me as well. Who else do I love? Olivier Coipel is fantastic. Stuart Immonen has been it's up there for me. Anyway, this is working out for you guys. The great thing about being this stylized is that usual problems become unimportant when you talk about anatomy and things like that. It's not that that's not important to me. It certainly is. But I mean, it's not the focus when you're trying to draw like a stylized. Like one of my favorite, when I was going to art school for a brief time, there was a point where I almost quit. I was tired of, I just didn't think it was worth it. I wanted to just play Xbox. And anyway, I used to cut class quite a bit. It was stupid, right? Because I'm paying for it. And there was a little putt-putt golf thing right next to a school we went to here in Tampa. This is years and years ago. It's not there anymore. And that's where I first discovered Marvel vs. Capcom, or the X-Men Children of the Atom game. That's what it was. Not Marvel, it was before that. And, oh man, all that art looks so good, man. I used to just love it. That's what I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to draw those cool figures, those cool action. All that stuff is nice. So, yeah. Yeah, Akuma. Oh man, so good. Wolverine was, to this day, that version of Wolverine is my favorite version of Wolverine from that game. He's just so stocky and perfect for what they were trying to convey in the comic. Like that was that little scrapper guy, so bulky. I felt like that was the best interpretation of that character. I still do to this day. That came out of a video game. Yeah, Cyclops looked great. Who is Steve Dillon? Refresh my memory, please. I don't remember everybody, so I apologize. Preacher. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff too. It's a different style. It's that stuff is more, has a grittier, grungier feel to it, which I appreciate. If we're talking about the same thing. But that's why I like Joe Madureira so much, because he really kind of captured that, whatever was cool about that look for Wolverine, he captured in his work. So I will be ever indebted to him for giving me what I needed in those days to get back on track. But Akuma's looking pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with this so far. Probably could have adjusted a couple of things, but I'm proud of this so far. Chamba does it too. So far. Okay. Yeah, Chamba is really good. I love Chamba. He does a great job with that, and that's the thing about this stuff. I want it to be fun. I want, when you guys leave this Periscope, that you're like, man, that was cool. That looked cool. It was a cool way to look at that character, a cool way to look at that idea. It's another interpretation. I like that. That's fun for me. That's fun. It's fun to me to make it fun for you. the audience, the people, the customers, the audience. I mean, that is kind of what we do as artists. We're trying to we thrive on that feedback and that interaction. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Excuse the cliche. How you doing, Meadows Hall? Welcome to the party. Not much of a party. It's kind of one of those. If my Periscope was a party, it'd be like the one. Yeah, I hired Evan to work for me years ago, and I remember it was one of his dreams to be friends with Chamba. Who's Edwin? Help me. I don't know everybody's names. I'm kind of retarded like that. He doesn't know right now. Yes. Oh yeah. You know who else I like a lot too? Who's that? Oh, man, I can't remember his name now. That dude that does the realistic turtles. Skull Kickers. Yep. Who's the one that does the realistic turtles? What's his name? Can't remember. Cool stuff. Santaluco. No, he's great too. No. He's a digital painter. He did the realistic take on Shredder, realistic take on April, and she looks gorgeous. I wish I knew that redhead. Not really, I'm just saying that kind of effect. Oh, thanks, bro. Raposa, that's it. Oh, God. I could just smooch him on the mouth. Not really, I'm just saying. Let's see. It is Raposa, Dave Raposa. He's the one that did all the like they're all just hyper realized paintings, digital paintings. Who is it if it's not Raposa? That's what I'm thinking of. How long have I been drawing? All my life. Proverbial. Since I was a child. Since I can hold a pen or brush or pencil. I've always been into drawing. Before I even knew it was a career, I just liked it. Kind of like these shapes. Not totally sure. See, this is what I was afraid. I don't want to skimp on this. I want to make it look real cool. I want every line to matter, to contribute to the bottom line in this piece. Yeah, Dave Raposa he's one of my heroes. Yeah, see, I think that's too much. That's good. All right. I think that'll be it tonight. But thank you guys for chilling with me for a bit. What time is it? Yeah, it's here about a half hour or so. That's good. Good amount of time. I think I've been doing these too long. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, but I don't use it very often, so you want to follow me there. And yeah, thanks for chilling with me, guys. And then before I leave, any last minute questions or anything like that that you need to have answered. But only if you need to have them answered. Like you can't live without knowing the truth. Thank you, man. You too. Thank you very much. All right, I guess that's it. Make sure come here first. I'll bring them. I'll bring them to New York, man. I'll have them for you. If you just remind me, and I'll do that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So thanks for all the hearts. Really cool. Talk to you guys later.